welcome back to the channel. So I know on Saturday that I said that was going to be my last page I was going to feature in Luna, but I have one more that I wanted to share with you because we are doing this series of, I started with Twilight and then I did Sunset and Sunrise, and I would be remiss if I didn't also provide a color along featuring Midnight. So that's what we're going to do today. It's just a quick one. And so I thought I would drop this on Wednesday kind of as a midweek kind of pick me up. So we're starting off with Neocolor 2s, and I'm just using sky blue in the background. This is going to be a predominantly, actually all blue page. So we're going to do a variety of shades of blue, and we're starting out with this Neocolor 2 and just filling in all the gaps in between the trees. And this is my Karin Realbrush water brush and taking it straight from the nib of the crayon. Okay, I sped that up a little bit, just you get the gist of that. Next up is Neocolor 2 Silver Gray, and so I'm outlining everywhere that the moonlight would hit, and I know you can't really see this, but it's a very, very soft silver gray color, and when we get the other colors along the trees and along her sleeping in the hammock and along the moon, the silver gray will shine and create that moonlit glow. So I always use silver gray for my moonlight, and it's a great crayon to have in your toolbox. So just putting that everywhere that I think the moon would shine and hit those trees and the foliage, and then going in with my Zig Clean colors. So the first combination up is blue, bellflower, and iris. So we're doing this combination just really quickly on the leaves in the foreground, and I'll speed this up a little bit, but you can see kind of the combinations that I'm using, just a variety of these blues. These blues that I've chosen have a little bit of a purple or a lilac tint to them, and so that's what we're going for this picture. So while it's got a lot of blues, they're kind of a purplish violet blue color so that it looks like deep midnight, very dark at night. So when you're picking out your blues, you'll want to look for those shades of blues in case you don't have the Zig Clean color. So we'll just finish up those and then we'll move on to the next element. Okay, next up you want to pick a shade of blue. Again, still that kind of violet colored blue, but you want to pick a darker trio or duo here. And so I've got Prussian Blue and Shadow Mauve. Those are the two colors that I'm using to complement the first trio of blue colors. So just filling in the rest of the foliage with these darker blues so that it gives some contrast. Again, you don't have to use these colors, you don't have to use Zig Clean colors, but you want to have two sets of blues for your foliage up here in the front of the picture. Okay, and when I'm done with that, I am filling in the rest of the grass under here with the shadow mauve. And again, just coloring this in, this is where the moonlight is going to hit the ground, the grass right there. So it's going to be very illuminated. You want to keep this nice and light. We are going to do some shading with Derwent drawing pencils towards the end. But that part that is right under her on the hammock, that is where the moonlight hits. And so you want to keep that nice and light with that really pretty shadow mauve color. Again, if you don't have shadow mauve, just a really light blue will be fine. And then we're going in with our trees. So I'm going to use the Prussian blue and the shadow mauve duo for this so that it's very dark and kind of moody. And I'm being very mindful of that Neocolor too, that silver gray that we put in for the moonlight over on the left side of this tree so that it doesn't kind of obliterate that. We want to make sure that that is nice and highlighted and the really dark colors are on the far right. So as far away from the moon as possible. That's why you'll have your dark shading. So I'm going to go through and do all the trees and the branches up above in the same color combination, and then we'll move on. few more Zig Cling colors here. We have Iris Blue, and again, I'm going to bring that Shadow Mauve back in for the highlight color just to do her hammock. And these are also the same colors that I used to halo the moon. I used that same Shadow Mauve color around the moon. And it's just when that Shadow Mauve hit that Neocolor, that silver gray, it created that really pretty light blue color, that kind of ice blue color. And then mid-brown for her hair, nothing fancy here, just filling that in. And then I'll do the rest of her blanket and her little dress. Again, just trying to make sure I don't remove that highlight. So here's her dress is Violet English Lavender. That's the main colors I'm using for that area. Here's the English Lavender for her blanket, just to complement. I think throughout this book, I tried to make sure that her dress was pretty much always purple or some type of blue, so trying to be consistent there. And then her skin tone I made in blush from Zig Cling Colors, and then moving on to our Derwent drawing pencils. Okay, for our Derwent drawing pencils, we're going to pick 3 blue colors to shade up above in the top of the tree canopy. So we're going to start out with Midnight. That's our darkest dark blue color. And then it's going to flow into Delft Blue and then Royal Blue. So those are our 3 kind of midnight blue colors. I love these colors. The Midnight that I'm laying down is really, really dark. It's a very dark indigo. I actually am going to go over with the Midnight with Delft Blue as well to even deepen it up even further and make it just a little bit more blue. It tends to look, it's so dark indigo, it tends to almost look black. So we're going to try to lighten that up a little bit. But again, as you can see, I'm just kind of filling in this area, not being precise with it. We are going to go in with our blender pencil, as always, our Color blender pencil, and take care of these Derwent drawing pencils. I'm kind of going around the leaves up here, but once I get into the blending, I kind of forget about the leaves and just blend over them because we're going to do the leaves with acrylic marker. So it really doesn't matter right now what the leaves look like. I'll go through that with acrylic marker. But again, just going through the whole area. This is the Royal Blue. It's such a really pretty transition color. And I think it looks beautiful with that, against that Neocolor to that soft blue that we put down first. It blends really nicely together. So again, just filling that up. This is just coloring, medium pressure. Absolutely no technique here, just filling up the space with pencil. And then again, we'll blend with the blender pencil. But these are 3 very, very pretty blues if you're ever wanting to create kind of a midnight or dark night type of effect. I highly recommend these. So I've turned you upside down just so that I can reach this area a little bit better. And then I'm going to go in with my blender pencil. So this does take a little bit of little bit of effort on your hand. So if you have a little bit of arthritis in your hand, or this is a little tough, so just take your time. I took breaks just to make sure, I'm not pressing hard, but it's a lot of pencil work. I don't usually do this amount of pencil work all the time. That's why I use my Zig Cling colors. So again, just take your time when you're doing this so that it doesn't hurt your hand. That's my little desk vacuum that I use all the time. So many crumbs with this, with the Derwent, with using this much blending with Derwent drawing pencils. So you'll see that vacuum comes out occasionally just to take care of any crumbs. But again, I'll let you watch the blending and then we'll move on to the next section. Okay, I'm doing a little bit of the color of that midnight and midnight color combination down here at the base, just to, again, make a very pretty vignette, make it look very dark down here, just going over the leaves. And a little bit of that shadow mauve color that we had in the middle. Again, I don't want to blend away that bright highlight that's in the middle of the grass area right here, but around it, I think it makes for a cozier feel. So just using my blender pencil to darken up those areas. And again, you can go right over Zig Clean colors. Don't worry about blending over those. They stay put. Okay, now I'm going in with my Karin Realbrush pigment pens. So these are basically acrylic markers, so you don't have to have these. I really like to do small little areas with these Realbrush pens. I think they're beautiful. So I'm using light azure blue and violet blue as my two colors for the leaves, keeping that same theme of a violet blue type of color theme. So again, don't have to have these exact colors, but this is what you're going for. You're going for a light kind of purplish blue, and then a deep violet is what we're looking for. And as you can see, not a lot of precision here. Each leaf gets one swipe of the violet blue and one swipe of the light azure blue, and doing this very quickly. This is actually very relaxing. I like doing this, so I love doing leaves with acrylic markers. And again, any acrylic markers, you can do the same effect. Just grab two colors in these shades and you can finish up these leaves. So just fast forwarding this, because obviously there's a lot of leaves on these trees. So just getting those down, and then we are just about done. Okay, and last bit is my Art white acrylic pen, and just dotting in some little stars here and there, and that is a few little highlights here and there, but that's basically it. So decided not to use stickles. I was thinking about it, and then I decided not to, but definitely some stickles on this page would be beautiful, just to give it some shine, but I didn't feel like it needed it. And that is basically the page done. Okay, and I brought this out into the kitchen, into the bright sunlight, and look how beautiful those blues look like in the sunlight. Really happy with this page. It's a quick one, but I thought it was a good one to round out the series so that I could bring you midnight with all of the others so that you can reference. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will talk again on Saturday. See you then. Bye.